everything you experience is your own consciousness reflecting back at you. And, I feel like oftentimes people are taught to believe that, life simply happens to us. And in a way, yes, that is true. Life does happen to us. But, the way you go through life and the way you go about every experience is, I feel like, more a reflection of your own internal state. You know, the people who trigger us can sometimes reveal wounds that still need healing, and, the beauty we notice in others, it often just reflects our own qualities that already exist within us. And, when we decide to go ahead and change our frequency, the reflection outside of us has no choice but to change with us. And it's just like, it's simply just responding to you and how you're viewing life. Like, I feel like once you start to, if you have a more negative mindset and you begin to change that mindset, you begin noticing like opportunities that weren't there before, or attracting different types of people into your life. Or you might find a way to combat challenges a different way you might have not like even thought of before. We are constantly manifesting our lives. Our thoughts are so insanely powerful. Like, manifesting is not a choice. I see people talk about manifesting like it's something you do. Like, they'll talk about like writing things down or like repeating affirmations, and yes, those are great tools of manifestation, but I believe that manifestation is a permanent state of consciousness. I don't think you really get to decide if you want to start manifesting or if you don't. We're constantly manifesting. Like, even right now, everything that we are thinking is going to be manifested. It's about your own internal state. So, like, if you believe you're lacking, your reality will have no choice but to reflect that back at you. But if you believe you're succeeding or you're going to succeed, your reality will have no choice but to, reflect that back at you as well. Look around the things that are happening in your life right now, and if there's like anything you don't like, anything that makes you feel stuck, anything you're not fond of, I want you to ask yourself, what part of you believes that you still belong there? Because the world isn't a cruel place. I mean, it is in a way sometimes, but it's also just brutally honest. And I do want to be clear, because not every hardship you go through is just a reflection of a flaw within you. Bad things happen, people make poor choices, and life can feel unfair sometimes. But, what I'm talking about isn't the event itself, but more so how we relate to it and the meanings we give it and just how we let it shape us. Because you're not responsible for everything that happens to you, but I think in a way we're responsible for who we become in result of it. That's where our power is. And I feel like at the end of the day, the world isn't just showing you what is happening around you, it's also showing you what's happening within you.